do you like about your group's ability to come away with this one?
I think there was a level of poise to the guys. It was a rocky game, back and forth. Guys couldn't really get a flow, both offensively and defensively. It was physical, which is, we prefer that. But again, our guys' ability to stay poised, stay in the moment, and just finding ways to win on the road.
You spoke about that physicality. One of those areas was on the glass tonight. We spoke a little pregame about that. How much do you like your group's ability to rebound and close out possessions that way?
I mean, that's who we have to be in so many ways. I think we've got to make sure that we're defending the right way, and we talk about it all the time, defend without fouling, keep them off the glass. Then it allows us to get out and run and get those easy baskets. But I like the way in which we're trying to share the basketball, move it. Guys got hot. That second unit came in and did a great job. But our willingness to continue to play the right way is what I'm most proud of with these guys.
Coach, what did you see from Anthony coming off the bench today?
I thought he was fantastic. I really do. I think he played with a level of intensity, a high level of energy. His focus level there was great. Just being able to focus on playing the right way the entire game.
What has been the difference for you guys? Winning 9 out of the last 11. What do you see on your team?
Holding ourselves to a higher standard. And I think these guys have all communicated what that standard is on both sides of the basketball. Offensively, we want to make sure we're moving it and sharing it, playing the right way. We still have a continued level of work to do on taking care of the basketball with our turnovers. We want to be a team that can, punish the mismatch and, find ways to get to the paint and get to the free throw line. Defensively, we want to make sure we're communicating the right way. We're physical without fouling. And then that last piece that Dan mentioned before is we've got to make sure we are hitting and checking and going to get defensive rebounds.
Bigger picture, your group is 10 games over 500. First time for this franchise since April 2012 that it's been 10 games over 500. What does that say about the growth of this group over the last couple of years that they're able to be in this type of position?
We'll keep repeating it. It's the work that this group has continued to put in. Our coaches do a phenomenal job of talking about the game plan. You have to continue to talk about, the way Jeff Weltman and his group have wanted to keep a group together so they can grow and understand the chemistry and how important that is. But our guys are just finding ways to get wins, and they want to continue to do more. But mostly it's done on the defensive end, and they're seeing that.
I won't get too much time to enjoy this one and play in less than 24 hours. Just what do you want to see out of your group as you prepare for Washington tomorrow?
Just make sure we recover well, get the rest that's needed, get in there, take that long bus ride and get some rest, and then be ready to go tomorrow.
Thank you.
A physical one, up and down runs tonight. What did you like about your group's ability to come away with the win?
I think just staying poised. The game definitely got chippy, really chippy at times, and it's what we like. And so I don't think that they were prepared for where we can take it. And so, our aggressiveness, our toughness definitely, I think, won us that game down the stretch and opened up the game.
Along those lines, you guys did a great job on the glass tonight. How big is it to get those rebounds and close out possessions that way?
It's huge. It's huge. Especially, Coach has been talking a lot about how, post, around this time and obviously postseason, basketball and how important, one, really working on our turnovers is, but being able to limit teams to one possession is huge.
You've been with this group for a while. This team's 10 games over 500 for the first time since April 2012. Just how much does it speak to the growth of this organization, this team, that you're able to accomplish that and be in that kind of place right now?
Man, it's huge, man. I saw the vision. I mean, I remember sitting in Jeff's office years ago. I don't even remember what season it was, but just saying, we're going to get it right and we're going to get it together. And the kudos to the organization for continuing to stick with guys and also be willing to switch some things up. And we're at this point because of it. And so, just really to continue to take it, from one level to the next.
Speaking along those lines, just how much fun is it to be in a team with this kind of situation right now, playing the type of basketball you are and having success you are as a group?
So much fun. I feel so excited, looking forward to each game. And that's something that's just continuing to grow. We got a great group of guys that just want to win, want to compete, want to play well. And so the big thing is how do we take what we are right now and continue to get better, 1% better every day. That's what we're focused on right now. And as we get into the end of this season, are we in the best shape as a team? Not just winning games right now, but are we at our peak in terms of what we can be?
How often is, obviously there's a lot of young talent in the locker room, like Paolo, Franz, and those guys. How often are they, in your ear trying to get some advice from you just on how to pilot throughout the regular season or win chippy games like this?
Not so much. Our guys, I think kudos to our coaching staff. That our job is, me, Joe, guys like that are just continuing to speak, allowing it to fall in those guys' ears, especially in timeouts and huddles and all that stuff. But, they're young, but they're seasoned. They're ready to play. They're ready to come out and compete. And, yeah, for sure.
You don't get much time to enjoy this one. You guys will be back in action in less than 24 hours. What do you want to see out of your group heading into Washington?
I think continuing to ride on our ability to play kind of that smash mouth basketball. Yeah, we can be pretty, especially when our shots are falling. G's been on fire. Cole's making some shots as of late, but if we continue to live in that paint and really make it tough for teams, I think that's our superpower with our size, and shots fall later.
Mr. Savage?
Cole, obviously a physical one tonight, ups and downs. What did you like about your group's ability to come away with a win, through all that adversity?
Look, that's a team that's better than their record. They have some very capable players on that team. And anytime you play on an opponent's floor, it's going to be hard to get a win. And, we had some turnovers throughout the game, which hurt for sure. We got to work on taking care of that pill. But, on the defensive side, that's what won us that game. I think we held them to, under 90 points? That's when you can do that, and you're gonna be in good shape. And I think that's what we did. And, we had some timely buckets. And, it just helped us get that dub.
Speaking to your group's physicality, you guys once again did a good job on the glass. How important is it to control that in some of these physical games and close out possessions that way?
Yeah, that's the best. Defensive rebounding is a part of defense, and when you can go and get a defensive rebound, you then stop the team that just shot the ball from scoring the basketball, and so that helps us, and we did that, and that helped us win that game.
Cole, first time since 2012, this team's been 10 games above 500. What does it say about the mentality, the approach, the mindset of this team?
We have a bunch of capable dudes, and we have a great group of guys who just everyone works their tails off, and we all have a common goal. We all want to win. We all want to make the playoffs. We all want to, make a run in the playoffs. But it starts here, and it's one game at a time. And I think for us, we've done a great job of just staying focused on the task at hand, and not taking games for granted, not looking at the team's record, being like, oh, they're such and such under 500, and we're not gonna respect them. No, every team in this league is capable, and I think we do a great job at respecting our opponents.
Do you guys feel like you kind of flew under the radar this season? I know you guys are 10 games over 500, but just feel like the league hasn't really talked about you as much, or the Magic as much as you.
It is what it is, man. P5 finally got recognition. It was an all-star. That was super well deserved, and so I think people are starting to slowly but surely catch on. But there's some good teams in this league, and we're trying to build our way up into that ranks, and I think we're well on our way. But the hype will come. We're just gonna keep doing what we got to do.
Well, you won't get too much time to enjoy this one. You'll be back in action in less than 24 hours against Washington.
Yep.
What do you want to see out of your team heading into tomorrow's matchup?
A win. They're another team who they're better than their record. Like they have some very capable guys on their team. And we have to show them ultimate respect by just going out there and not laying an egg.